We've not had a Camper King camper van on the channel for a while, have we? Well, we've got one for you today. This is the Santorini. This is based on the long wheelbase VW Transporter, and like all Camper Kings, it's a really funky looking piece of kit. This one's got the 2-litre diesel, 150 horsepower. On the outside then, we've got this gloss front splitter on the front. As you can see, it's in the dark metallic grey. It's got the black alloy wheels. It's got the bars down the side. It's a very smart piece of kit, and as I'm sure you've noticed already, it's also got the pop top on it. Let's take a wander around. I always like the detailing on these. It's always very smart. This one is the water filler, and that one is your 240 volt power hookup if you want to get a ring main into the vehicle. And then classic Camper King with things like this carbon fibre style badges on them. Look at that, that's really neat. If we open up the boot, or the tailgate I suppose we should say, this is quite neat. What they've done with this is basically that is the back of the back seat, obviously, and the seat base moves forward. You take the headrests out, allows that to hinge down into here and connect with this one, and that's what gives you your bed. But what's interesting about this one is that you can tilt it up into different sections like this, and what that means is that this is basically the head of the bed. It means you can sit in bed with this tilted up, relax, read a book, whatever else. That's a really nice thing. And also, of course, it means you can take this all the way up like that, and that increases your space here for putting stuff. If we have a look down here, that's just a little area for, well, at the minute we've got a wrench in there, and I think that is I don't know what that is. Something very useful, I'm sure, and interesting. What else have we got in here? 240 volt power, USB in here, and up in here, that is your power supply unit. It's quite convenient, isn't it? There we go. Let's close that one back down again. So that is in the back. If we come around the side, I love the fact they put this spoiler on here as well. It's a smart bit of kit, isn't it? Look at that. This will take us on in. There we go. Now this one's got these little tables. They're demountable. You undo this here and you can take those off completely. And there are a couple of those dotted around. There's another one back here that you can swivel around, and you can see there's a base one there. Really helpful, not just for eating and things like that, but also for a laptop. So, you know, if you're a digital nomad, you'll be able to work on the move. That is absolutely ideal as a workstation, isn't it? These seats both swivel around. This one, of course, as you can see, we've already done. Manual 6-speed gearbox on this one, and then it's the usual VW instrumentation, steering wheel, that kind of stuff. If we come on back a little bit further, little kitchen area over here, and this one drops down like that, and you can close that up like so. There's a fridge underneath here as well. There's storage down here, and this then closes off like that. And I quite like this as well. I think there's some bottles in here, I think. That's rather nice. Look at this illuminated Camper King logo as well. Very smart. That's that base that I was telling you about, as I say, so you can do the same as this, and then these you can swivel around. You just need to release the catch at the bottom there. And this is what I mean about the seat. You can move this forward and back into different positions and alter the backrest and drop that right down if you want to then, to make that into a big bed. I like the lighting that they've put down here. It's always very smart. And then up here we have got a phone charger. So you drop a phone with inductive charging onto there, it'll charge it up for you. Also USB sockets, both types, 240 volt power sockets, and this one here is a little control panel, so we can go into things like, here we go, leisure battery, engine battery, that kind of stuff. There we go, vehicle battery, water levels, fresh water, and so forth. That's all selectable through there. Also lighting, water pump, and so forth, etc. I like this finish that they've put on here. It's like a sort of a carbon fibre look, isn't it? I don't think it is actual carbon fibre, but it's that sort of almost 3D material. It looks really good. Bits of storage in along here, and you've got it down here as well, like so. So lots of little nooks and crannies and places to put things away where it's not going to roll around. That's brilliant. And of course, look at the legroom in here. Dramatic, isn't it? Seat belts here, so you can seat 3 people across there, no problem at all. And if we come right on round, the other thing to talk about then is the pop top. We've got it up at the moment, and you can see how we've got these clear windows here, and then these sections go over them. They just zip into place. You can see the zip over there. So if you want to have those, obviously for a bit more privacy or a little bit less light, then you can do. And if we come right on round, you can see the gas struts that hold this up, and it just pulls down then from here. If you want to bring it down into place. But also up here then is the bed. That's up here. So we can drop that one down like that, and that gives you a double bed. If you're using that for the kids, well, then you can put that up and make sure they don't come tumbling out of bed in the night. But with that up, you've literally got full standing headroom just here. I mean, obviously it drops when you get right back here a bit, but in the areas where you need it, it's fantastic. That's lovely, isn't it? Very, very nice indeed. Good. I think that's about covered that one. 5.28 metres, if I remember correctly, and that's based on the long wheelbase of the VW vans. But I think that is nice. That's a nice bit of kit. 3 tonnes gross vehicle weight, so that's manageable on an ordinary car licence. Huge thanks to Dolphin Motorhomes. They've organised that tour. Huge thanks as ever to you guys for watching it. Let me know what you think of that one, and we'll catch you on one of these real soon. Take care. Bye bye.